Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail heroic. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to keep your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. False word, important things are needed to be.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a seaport factory. From now on, it's gonna be under one roof. You're gonna run it like a business. That means you're gonna make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest. With a special pride never written before. Or since tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello, world. It's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla. Welcome to Enterprise Wednesday, the first Enterprise Wednesday. And oh my God, has it been a shitty day, and is it getting shittier by the moment? 5 minutes ago, I spit up what I was eating because I felt like a fucking rock in the roll I was eating. I thought one of my teeth had fallen out. I started looking through it. Mama Prey started looking through. God don't know what the hell was in it. Then we got the doorbell rings. The fucking bank won't take the check that we gave the guy who was doing the brickwork because they said my signature doesn't match. Holy fuck, my signature was from 1999. Okay, yeah, it's a little different now, you schmucks. I can't believe a bank. Why don't you fucking call me? You think the bank, this is my neighborhood bank. The bank, if they don't think my signature matches, you don't pick up the fucking phone and call me and say, is this your signature? Yeah, motherfucker, it's my signature. Anyway, there's 10 things going on here. I apologize. It's one of those days. Listen, we got to go through this quick because I'm not going to have time to read everything and an hour and a half episode of Broken Bow and then have physical therapy afterwards. So Qapla, Richie Poole first in the chat. Darren Wagner wishes he could be here. 47 Yorktown says the theme song has grown on him over the years. Me too. Mike Richards is broken, bro. To try Elmer's glue. Thank you, Mike Richards. Richie Poole says maybe if we're really good, Bird of Prey will sing along Faith of the Heart today. I don't know about today, Richie. John Araki says in Bird of Prey we trust. Son of a bitch. Thank you, John. Richie says, wow, only an hour to go until the much anticipated Enterprise Wednesday begins. Positive Candor says, it's a long road. And Richie says, but our time is finally here. John Araki says, Turnistan is not going to hold us back, hold Karoga back. No. And Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. LDG waves. Beginning a long road indeed. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello. Richie Pools is unfortunately, the road for Enterprise was way too short. 3 seasons too short, that is. Mike Richards' life is a long road off a short pier. John DeMarcos' greetings to everyone. Bradley Briggs is up, y'all. 47 New York Times says, hello, young sir. Qapla', everybody. Dave G. Sounds says, Qapla', Karoga, Qapla'. Dave G. Qo'noS is in the house. Says, it's been a long road having Bird get from there to here. Qapla', Qapla'. Bradley Briggs says, Enterprise, great show. I'll always wish there was more of it. Indeed. Yvette's in the house. Good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening, Yvette. Bradley Briggs, I hope the day gets better, starting with watching this great show. Absolutely. Howdy, LDG. Yeah. CDJ says, Bird, I hope your day gets better. Best wishes to you. Thank you so much, CDJ. Okay, guys. So I forgot to put in the chat the link to the panel. So let me put that first. If anybody would like to come on up, please do. And then I'll also put in the chat, because I forgot to put it in the graphics today, the link to the Birdo Prey 5 screening room, so that you can watch today's episode with us. Although it's, of course, accessible on many streaming sites, or if you have your copy on DVD or Blu-ray. It is Enterprise Season 1, Episode 1, Broken Bow, first ad aired September 26, 2001. Smoke was still smoldering in Ground Zero here in New York City when the first episode of Enterprise aired. Welcome, LDG and Positive Candor, to the panel. Qapla', guys.
Qapla'.
And was this delayed because of 9/11?
No.
No. Oh, okay. So this was its original air date that late in September? It wasn't delayed, huh?
Yeah, I got no clue.
Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the bank to call us. Anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, because, like I said, it's a double episode today, and I have physical therapy afterwards, so we don't have a lot of time to
you might have to cover the whole screen during the
delete.
trip into Paul's scene. You know?
Yeah, it's just learning the new spacing that's centered, but I see it's off center. It's just the way it's going to be today. It's not. There's no fixing it at this point. But no, don't worry. When the screenshots happen, they'll cover the full screen. This was just the thumbnail image.
720.
Okay. Yes.
Was this in HD originally, or did they have?
Yes, it aired in HD originally.
Okay,
It
cool.
was the
first one. Like
the
that?
first Trek to air in HD natively. Okay, so again, head to the screening room if you want to. Oh my fucking God. The leaf blowers are back too. It's one of those days. Head to the screening room at birdofprey5.com/SR to watch the episode with us. And I should have gone to the screening room myself. Okay. Now I'm here. I got it added in. And what did I name it? Okay, good. Ah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff. He remembers Dr. Cochrane's speech by heart. Ambassador pointing. Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Oklahoma, 30 years later. And I've been talking with the microphone muted. Great. It's one of those days. What was the purpose of going in the building if it was only going to jump out again? Oh, because you were going to blow it up.
Wow, I guess you really haven't watched this in forever.
Did he know it was explosive? Too bad we don't find out what he was actually trying to say. No.
Don't shoot.
Why would a Klingon say don't shoot?
Because he has a gun pointed at him.
He had a gun in his hand.
Yeah, but he wasn't the enemy. I don't know. You asked a question.
Bradley Briggs says, I love the farmer's gun. It reminds me of the scene on Dragon Ball where the guy shot 17.
Oh,
John
yeah.
DeMarco thinks the Klingon was saying, where can I get some gok? John
Do you have
Araki
any
says I
Grey
should buy a
Poupon?
Powerball ticket. Would you?
Ugh. Did they have paint on space starships? Bird? You there, Bird?
Yes, I'm here. And yes, they
Ah.
had paint.
The Klingon. The Klingon. Oklahoma. This man dead.
Yeah, I was a little worried. Not happy with the use of warbirds either, John. Klingon warbirds. Dan says, what? Dan Ben. One of the Vulcans in this room is called Toss. John Araki says, where are all the Vulcan hellos?
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Why do we need weapons?
That was actually a pretty good impression. Keep your shirt on, Tucker. Lieutenant.
Yeah, if anything, I would keep the gravity a little higher on the ship. So you're a little stronger when you're on a planet. John Iraqi asked, what are the Klingons' pronouns? Josh Reed says, what happened to B5 Fridays, Voyager Tuesdays, and Sassy Wednesdays? Well, this is Sassy's choice to watch Enterprise. It's because Porthos is on it. It's her favorite series.
Keep your shirt on.
Saying there's only one Carlos in that entire class. Bullshit. Rock Solid Productions gifted a Bird of Prey 5 membership. Thank you so much. Josh Street was the lucky recipient of the membership. Thank you, Rock Solid. John Araki is still waiting on the next entry in the 100 post 5 board series. Does Sassy like cheese? Asked Mike Richards. Of course she does. Just a little bit once in a while. Porthos. Oh, only Vulcan females. Josh Street says, once in a while, Bird. Says he would like to get a cheese wheel once a week. Or she'd like to get a cheese wheel every day. Aw, poor those. I appreciate that they still said no man, even though they were well into the no one. Apply Arabic Sonder. No, we're not watching Caretaker. I suspect there's at least 12 cans of spam per crew member. Stanley says it would have been great to show how humans managed the difference between peaceful but untrusting, pedantic Vulcans and hot-headed Klingons. And Josh Street says, Bird, wasn't the guy that Archer beat to get the Enterprise going to get the NX-2 Columbia before you made it look like an accident? Winking face. No comment. And John Araki wishes he could have been at the opening of the first McDonald's on Vulcan. Quite the accomplishment for a planet full of vegetarians.
Optimism, Captain.
John DeMarco with the Vulcan McDonald's. Each logical meal comes with an idic.
We learned. I love how he kind of talks like Data in this episode.
I'm so happy we
Except for
didn't
that
get to
part.
see that smile all that often.
Oh, that was horrible. I wanted to see that smile a lot more.
Of course you did.
Of course.
I'm sorry. I'm a little confused as how the chief engineer is unaware of the existence of this place on the ship.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
point that he has to be told how to enter it. I mean, if it was Reed coming, I get it. Anyone but Tucker. Anyone but Tucker.
Yeah, I didn't get the third hand either. I mean, I got it, but it's just like, okay, you don't have a third hand. But okay.
Carbon Creek was, though. Sausalito. The soul makes it taste better. Wow. That was direct. It's the full episode, Josh Street, parts 1 and 2. We've got 1 hour to go from this point, 59 minutes.
It's fine. We all heard Stovacore.
No, I didn't sing along today, Stan. I'll sing along at another time. It was a really bad start today, guys. You weren't here for it. Hey, Keely. Or I'll order a Porthos to piss on you. My God. John DeMarco says, the animosity between some of the main characters didn't endear him to the show when it started. And Project Storytime says, Captain Jonathan Archer. He's really stupid in the early seasons. I don't know if I'd agree with that, but it's a long road for the captain. What's the logic in taking an elevator when there's a staircase right there?
Didn't get the loyalty emotion line, but Dajos. Batul.
John says Rigel should not be an unfamiliar term. It's just a star. Well, maybe the Hoshi is unfamiliar, but yeah, Archer should have known. And Mike Richards asks, is Sassy peeing on Garfield? That's not Sassy, that's Porthos. And no, they're not peeing on Garfield. It's not a particular turn on to see women eat bugs. I guess it is for Reed.
In the original, there's a cut scene from this. This scene right here was actually supposed to be longer. I don't remember what the scene was supposed. What they missed. It was something they cut out.
That's funny.
What happened?
No, him getting away from the box. I thought that was funny. Robert Rose Jr. says it's so quiet. Sorry, Robert. Or watching the episode in the screening room if you want. BirdoPrey5.com/SR. Mike Richards is concerned that they cut out the intergalactic orgy. Robert Rose Jr. says hello today, Berto Prey, Mamo Prey, and the Sassy. Thank you, Robert.
There's plenty of people right here. Oh, yeah.
Robert Rose Jr. says Star Trek Enterprise. Let's sexualize a Vulcan female with skin tight outfits and so forth. But Robert, from the original series, women in Star Trek, the original series, tended not to wear a whole lot of clothing. I mean, the joke was they were given like a $3 budget for clothes and they'd only use 50 cents worth of cloth. It's just a style. I mean, Mud's women. It was a great episode. So you use pretty women with not a lot of clothes. Or in this, I mean, T'Pol wears a hell of a lot more clothing than they did in TOS. I mean, it's nothing new to
Who said
have
that?
sex appeal. Robert Rose Jr.
Hey, Robert, I agree with you. These are sluts. Too slutty. Vulcans need to be conservative, confined.
A temporal Cold War.
And then she dies. That was kind of messed up how they killed her. They killed her right away. Right there. Nope. Oh, wait, that's right. That's right. Did they really need to be on the roof like that?
John DeMarco says, speaking of sexualizing the characters, the decon chamber is the worst. Or the decon chamber is the best. And Robert Rose Jr. says, yes, granted, TOS did its fair share of sexualization of females.
Oh, nice.
And I would again say that's better than the sexualization of males. CDJ says he's not seen Enterprise before. This is pretty good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. CDJ gifted a membership. Thank you so much, CDJ. And Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Qapla Gorilla was granted the gift by the YouTube gods. Very much appreciated, CDJ, and welcome, Gorilla. Darth Maul, I missed your comment. Let me see. What did you say? Darth Maul said Star Trek, keeping prostate health of paramount importance since 1996. Excellent. Excellent, Darth Maul. Robert Rose Jr. says now Yoshi and other regular Enterprise female crew are dressed just right. Dave G. Sound says Enterprise is bingeable viewing once you get the characters and direction of events established. Mike Richards says YouTube has gods. Now that's scary. It's funny, when this came out in 2001, this type of remote control vehicle would just been impossible. Now you could pretty much duplicate it, but with a quadcopter. Darth Maul says, I've always felt the Enterprise, that Enterprise was my TOS. I loved it ever since it aired. Here's the decon chamber. So if you come home wounded, you don't have to go through the decon chamber. But if you're not wounded, you got to go through this. Okay, I'll grant you it is pretty ridiculous that they would be doing all this and having this conversation. Yeah, that's uh Darth Maul says these scenes are one of the reasons Jolene doesn't do conventions. Is that how you pronounce her name? All the oddball questions. Sounds like it's just an excuse. If Marina Sirtis can do conventions, anybody can do conventions. And Darth Maul reminds us, but Marina did topless and full nude movies. I don't think Jolene ever did. Marina is a much harder person. Mike Richards says the Suliban are misunderstood. They're just looking for a good dermatologist. No setting to warm up a rock. I like how Trip could hit into it and nothing happened. It bounces off. But these ships are just moving under no power of their own, and they collide and they explode.
Pardon me. Yeah, I noticed that too, Bird. That was pretty too easy. Oh, Max. Oops. Did not like that line. He has to be kept alive. Could have sworn he said ass.
Plan B. That's John DeMarco's favorite plan. He did his video, Captain Kirk's favorite plan, Plan B.
That was cute how he checked himself. He should have went right for the... I mean, he went for the wrong place first, though. Of course, your chest there.
Damn it, Pickles.
What?
Never even thought of that. I wonder what that says above the door. That guy's whole job was to stand there with a test tube in the off chance this Klingon ever showed up. Been a long road. And that is the end of Broken Bow. Next week, what's technically episode 3, Fight or Flight. So what do you guys think? Was it everything you remember it being?
Oh yeah. Well, you kidding me? That was awesome. We watch it again? Yeah, let's do it.
Go
No,
ahead
seriously,
on
I
your
loved it.
channel.
No, that was refreshing.
Ross Dog's Broken Spirit says Enterprise was canceled just as it was getting good.
Yeah,
CDJ says that was
sucks.
good. And Ross Dog says, I'm also the only one who liked the finale. Oh my God, you like the finale? That is
Oof.
surprising.
That's rough.
Mr. Trent 100, Qapla Mr. Trent says, bring back Enterprise. And Darren Wagner, welcome Darren, says it was the best Star Trek premiere episode ever done. Rock Solid Productions says, Little Green Men next. You know, on another day, Rock Solid, we might be able to do that. But we already had a double episode today. I can't do a third. I got physical therapy. And Darren confirms that Ross Dogs is the only one who liked the finale. I'm sure there's somebody out there who liked it, but it was probably named Jonathan Frakes. The finale of Enterprise, as much as I like the series, the finale was a tough pill to swallow, but we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when it comes. 70 something weeks from today. Okay, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and watching Broken Bow. I apologize for the rough start. Hopefully, next week, things will be easier and it'll be a shorter episode so we can talk more chat and talk more about it and whatnot. Positive Candor, is there anything you want to say before we go?
No.
Okay, thank you for coming. LDG, anything you'd like to say before we go?
Yes, awesome episode. Thank you, Bird. That was great.
You are welcome.
Yeah, I mean, this episode, I guess I should say that, had the two best scenes that were ever in Enterprise, if you ask me.
What were they?
And the whole show.
Which were?
Well, the Enterprise leaving dry dock is definitely, even though they've done that in the movies, doing it in this series, I thought that's the beauty shot right there as well, obviously. And then, if you're into, the more steamy side of it, then the decon chamber scene is about as sexy as they get on this show, I guess.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think they get like that again.
Yeah.
Though I'll be honest, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I do enjoy, seeing the ladies, but to be honest, the decon chamber never really did it for me. Maybe it was because there was always guys in there. I don't know.
Okay, so if it was two women,
Oshie and T'Pol,
then
that would be different.
Upped it tremendously,
Yeah. Mike Richards says farewell from Columbus, Ohio.
I mean,
farewell, Mike.
Besides In a Mirror Darkly, which is later on, this is probably the best episode besides that one, I would say, of them all.
I could see that. I mean, for the season, perhaps. Carbon Creek is probably, though, my favorite of all on that second season. Second season, episode 1, actually. Son of a Red Shirt says Bird of Prey and all the super cool peeps here tonight. Hola, Qapla, and cheers. I had a love-hate relationship with the first couple seasons. More love than the show. More love than hate. Show improved dramatically older it got. Ross Dogs Broken Spirits is another classic sci-fi show canceled before its time. Darth Maul says, "Hail, Bop." And Mr. Trent says, the worst episode of Enterprise is better than anything in Disco or Strange New World. I would agree. I would agree.
Completely agree.
Certainly anything better than Disco. And maybe, yeah, I'd say that's true. Strange New Worlds, Picard, for sure. I would add.
Yeah, I mean, Discovery is like every single episode is Threshold.
Worse.
Bad.
Threshold is better than anything in Discovery. Sub Rosa.
Oh,
better.
Oof. Tough pill.
Let's put it this way. Okay. If I had the choice between watching Sub Rosa, Threshold, and Move Along Home versus any 3 episodes of Discovery, it would be the other. It would be Sub Rosa, Move Along Home, and Threshold. Spock's Brain, The Way to Eden, those are way, way better. Anyway, guys, thank you all. I'm going to get going. So, Qapla All, Bird, and panel out. But thank you again, Rock Solid and CDJ, for the gifted memberships. Really appreciate it. Any last things again?
Take it easy, everybody.